All right, shalom, 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 shalom. Brother Gadal Gabar Yahweh with service of Yahweh Yahweh Shah branch out here in Wisconsin. First, I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Wadash. All praises to the Heavenly Father, who the word ignorantly calls God. His one and true name is Yahweh. In the name of His only begotten Son, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His one and true name is Yahweh Shah. In the name of Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elder apostle, elder bishops of Great Millstone. Still rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom. All right. So I got a few precepts to bring out and show a video. As you seen the topic, stop eating Chinese food. Right. So we're gonna get I'm gonna hold what I want to bring out. All right, give me 1 second. All right, okay. All right, calm. So I got some precepts to bring out that I'm gonna bring out the word, right? But I'm gonna hit up this my Bible app as well before I do that. And I got I'm gonna bring out some that I know I ain't gonna bring out in the Bible, so just bear with me for Bakashah. But this is why the Lord said, "Follow not the way of the heathen" in Jeremiah 10, because you follow out the way of the heathen, you follow out the way of these Gentiles, which is the nations in one meaning, and the other meaning means Israelite foreigners or Hellenized Israelites, right? The Lord told us not to follow the way of the heathen because they have abominable customs that will lead you astray, lead you to be contrary carnally against Yahweh and Yahshua. So, and you gonna see why I said that, because a lot of Jake love Chinese food, you know. So let's get straight into it. This is Leviticus 7:21. Moreover, the soul that shall touch any unclean thing, as the uncleanness of man, or any unclean beast, or any abominable unclean thing, and eat of the flesh of the sacrifice of peace offerings, which pertain unto the Lord Yahweh, even that soul shall be cut off from his people. Right, so the Lord said, you deal with anything abominable, you want to follow the abominable customs and the unclean customs, and you still want to act like you in the truth or act like you with your people, you will be cut off from your people. Right, you be destroyed. Right. So let's get that word for unclean. It's Hebrew word is for napash. The napash. Napash, from Hebrews 5:3-1-4. Hebrews 5:3-1-5 is napash from Hebrews 5:3-1-4. Properly a breathing creature, that is an animal, or abstractly vitality, used very widely in a literal, accommodated, or figurative sense, bodily or mental. Any appetite, beast, body, breathe on creature, and they got dead daily desire, discontented, fish, etc., etc. So this gets into, if you read it, gets into figure a literal sense and a figuratively sense. So it can be you can be talking about physical food, which is just what I'm about to get into. Physical food and mental food, like, because you can be spiritually fornicating against the Lord if you don't watch what you're doing dealing with this place, right? And part of eating dog and stuff is you spiritually fornicating against the Lord. The Lord said, don't eat those things. Don't eat those animals. And I'm going to bring that out in the book of Leviticus. But I want to bring out that word, that Hebrew word for unclean. Right? Slunky, is that the word I wanted? Oh, Slankia. I had brought up the wrong word, Slankia. I brought out soul. The word soul is Napash, Slankia. I thought I clicked on the right one. It was down below it, Slankia. And let me redo that. Babakashah, Slankia. It says on Hebrews 2:9-2, it says Tama'ah, right? Tama'ah, from Hebrews 2:9-8, religious impurity, filthiness, uncleanness. So something that's unclean is filthy, right? So Lord said that it's the soul that eat unclean things or deal with unclean things or deal with things that the nation deal with shall be cut off. Let's go down to on Leviticus 18:30. Therefore shall ye keep my ordinance, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord Yahweh, your power. So the Lord's telling us to stay away from abominable customs. Walk in the counsel of the godly, not in the counsel of the ungodly. Flee from that, man. Right? Flee from abominable, disobedient, filthy customs. Right? It says, let's go down and get Deuteronomy 14:3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. Right? Salakia. Alright, so I'm just going through it to make sure that's all I wanted to bring out. Alright, Khan. So that's what I wanted to bring out, and I wanted to bring out some actually from the scriptures. Alright. And Shalom, beloved brother Yahweh Shem, I'm Shah Bashim Karkadash Prakatah. Alright, also, if I'm not mistaken, what's the date? The 12th. If I'm not mistaken, the elder said the memorial of the trumpets or blowing of the trumpets is this 15th. So it'll be this coming next week. During, if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be during Shabbat. Let me see, because tomorrow the 13th, 15th, it's gonna be during the Shabbat. Yo, Khan, it's gonna be during the transfer over the Shabbat to the next Shabbat. So Khan, brothers, just a heads up, the memorial blowing the trumpets up. Then, if I'm not mistaken, the elder was saying, if I'm not mistaken, said that the Day of Atonement is coming up right behind it. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna have to go back to the El Apostle Ramlah video. But let me just need to hear no other. But let me bring out the scriptures. This is Leviticus 20. And so those that their soul, Napash, their soul, dealing with their soul, you can physically fornicate against the Lord, and you can spiritually fornicate to get against the Lord. Physically fornicating will be doing the things that are contrary, like eating abominable foods, which I'm about to show y'all a video, or spiritually by taking on these doctrines of devils, worshiping idols, right? So Napash, that means soul, Salakia. And then when you get into the word Toma'ah, right? Toma'ah is the word for unclean or uncleanness. Fit, it means filthy, right? Tama'ah. Tama'ah, right? So let's go. Let's get Leviticus 20 and let's start. So we don't want to be making sacrifices physically or mentally to these idols. And a lot of Jake do that when they eat Chinese food. A lot of Jake physically take in that idol, that heathenish way. Eating dog, eating whatever, rat, eating whatever Moab or Ammon eat, right? So let's get into this on Leviticus 20, and I'm going to start from the top. And Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Again thou shalt say to the children of Israel, Whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the stranger that's joining Israel, that giveth any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. He shall what? He shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones, which we know we can't do that now, but we know that this is part of the law. Like this is what happened. This is what our people did. And people are like, oh, how can you stone somebody? The same way people get shot. The same way a person can get beat to death. The same way all that orchestrates into the same manner of how the Lord orchestrated the stoning, you know, of how gruesome things can be, or how gruesome the law of the Lord is, or how gruesome the Lord is, right? The Lord ain't no pushover. He ain't no push around. So when he said don't be abominable and be holy people, he meant that. As I was going into my street teaching earlier, that the perilous time shall come and fall upon those of you Jakes, you Israelites that are being abominable on this side. Right? That choose not to follow Yahweh Shem Yahshua. But let me keep going. That make sacrifices unto Molech, unto Baal, unto all these powers that are not powers at all. All right, verse 3, and I will set my face against that man and will cut him off from among his people, because he have given of his seed unto Molech, to defile my sanctuary, to profane my holy name, to basically disrespect the Lord's holy name. When you worship idol, you disrespect the Lord. You eat abominable foods, you disrespect the Lord, right? Let's keep going. And if the people of the land do any ways hide their eyes from the man when he giveth of his seed unto Molech, and kill him not, then I will set my face against that man and against his family, and will cut him off. And all that go a whoring after him to commit whoredom, right, spiritual fornication, with Molech, right, which can end up being leading to real fornication, the physical fornication, by you making an idol of Molech, right? But your mind go first, right? That's what the Lord always tells us, to make sure our mind is rooted in Yahweh Shem Yahshua and in truth, right? With Molech from among their people, and the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits and after wizards to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and will cut him off from among his people. Sanctify yourselves. Do what? Sanctify yourselves, therefore, and be ye holy. No, be wicked. Be abominable. Be ye holy. Be be unclean. Be ye holy. For I am the Lord Yahweh, your power. Right? And ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am the Lord Yahweh, which sanctified you. So the Lord sanctifies, man. The Lord keep us from being idiots, for better words. Keep us from abominable ways. We don't do it ourselves. We work to be the best we can be. Like that military video, be all that you can be, when they show the army. And we're trying to be all that we can be for Yahweh Shem Yahshua. We're trying to get those, the hopeful elect that might tune in, or there might be potential elect members, to understand why we fear the Lord, why we fear the Lord. Understand that walking in the way of this society, walking in the way of Babylon, walking in the way of this realm will lead you astray. Right, so I'm gonna bring out this video, right, and just check out this video. This is Moab or Ammon over here. It's not here. All right. Yeah, you got that yum, you say flexing on me. Yeah, you got that yum. All right, Salakia. I was trying to stop that music so I don't get copyrighted, but as you see, it got the Chinese. It says a Chinese butcher dog. I can't tell where it say from. It says stop eating from these heathens. One of the brothers, right? But if you look at that. What that look like to y'all? Don't that look like a pit bull, you know, or something? You know, maybe a Doberman picture or something. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that. See that? Look at that. Chopping it up, turning it into whatever Jake don't even know what the hell it is. Jake don't even be knowing, but Jake be flexing on it. Look, you see that? Just look, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna let it show again. Look at that. See that? Yeah, down here they like they butchering the dog. You know, like look at that shit, man. Following out the way of the heathen, man. Jeremiah 10, man. You know, I ain't gonna keep that going. Well, let's go to Leviticus 11, just to prove a point. We're gonna get straight to the point on it. Hey, Shalom, King Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Shem Kakadash Prakatah. The blood brother, Silver J Yahweh Yahweh Malak Amawan on Las Vegas branch, just like the blood brother Silver J Yahweh Yahweh Las Vegas branch on Razakah. Mashiach Razakah. All right, let's get straight into it. You got, you know what I'm saying? Jacob out here going strong on some damn abominable food. Give me one second. I just want to get straight to the point. I don't want to be long-winded. Slakia. I'm gonna bring out something in Leviticus 11. If I'm not mistaken. It's in. Give me 1 second, Bakasha. Oh, Slakia. Slakia, I'm just trying to find it's a Pacific precept that I want to bring up before I even get Leviticus 11. So bear with me, Bakasha. I'm gonna find it. I don't want to skip over it because it's definitely essential. All right, I'm just gonna get it. This is Leviticus 20 and I was just looking at it. Slakia. All right, 25. Ye shall therefore put differences between clean beasts and unclean, and between unclean fowls and clean, and ye shall not make your souls abominable by beast, or by fowl, or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord Yahweh, am holy, and have severed you. And what severed means to cut, detach, right? You from other people, that ye shall be mine, right? That's like it. All right, let's go. Leviticus 11, and let's start at verse 26. The carcasses of every beast which divides the hoof and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Everyone that touches them shall be unclean. All right. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among all manner of beasts, they go on all four, those are unclean unto you. Whoso touches their carcass shall be unclean until the eve. So guess what? Guess what, to those of you out there? Guess what the Lord said? Give me 1 second. This is unclean. Yeah, you got that. You see that? This is unclean. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and American Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds out there. The Lord said this is unclean. Right? Eating animals that go on their paws. Dogs, cats. You got rats. You got certain, they basically are mammals. And they got paws. You know what I'm saying? You got certain rodents that go on their paws. You got certain marsupials that go on their paws. There's a lot of animals out here that Jake probably don't even know they're eating. You know, because they like to be just eating. You know, Jake don't even think about, you know what I'm saying, anything like that could be going on. You know, Jake just go, oh, I'm about to just go eat, go out to eat. But this is what be going on. You know? So just a heads up, you know, stop eating abominable foods, man. Stay away from you gotta stay away from Moab, man. Alright, because that was the Moabites, man. You know. It ain't the first time I've seen plenty of videos, you know, where they catching Moab going to get dogs and stuff, man, and bringing them to trying to do whatever they about to do with them, man. You know, have dogs. They going outside going to get these dogs and stuff that's dead and stuff, man. Like, look, the Lord said don't eat the stuff, man, unless you want to be jacked up. But all right, let's keep going. And this is verse 28, Leviticus 11:28. And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the eve. They are unclean unto you. It says these are all. Okay, it gets into it gets into more marsupials, mouses. They go on paws and stuff too. Mouses. If I'm not mistaken, I think turtles have paws. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong though. But they got like a form of a paw. I don't really know the scientific name for it, but so someone can forgive me on that. But like ferrets got paws. Let me see, a mole got paws. Let me see. Cats and dogs, I said. Lions, tigers, bears, foxes, thinking. I could just keep going on. I ain't gonna hold it there. But the point is, the Lord said these are unclean. These are toma'ah, and it's tova'ah, abominable to us, or toba'ah, for better words. Right, so, you know, I just wanted to bring out a correlation. Hey, man, stop eating these people food, man. Y'all start dealing with Moab. You better go in there, you better be getting veggies, man. Right? Because if you getting the meat, and you know what I'm saying, you don't know what you're getting. And in general, I've always been just skeptical or just about, you know what I'm saying, just meat that, you know, people always be like, oh, it's chicken. Hey, you ain't gonna know until you see that person actually cooking chicken, man. So the point is, stay away from abominable customs, stay away from abominable foods, stay away from you people, man, and their ways, man. And with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Hawadash. All praises to the Heavenly Father, who the word ignorantly calls God, is the one true name is Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, who the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ, is the one true name is Yahweh Shah, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elder apostle, elder bishops of Great Millstone, Stewart Well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I'm your brother Gadal Bar Yahweh, with servers of Yahweh Shah, branch out here in Wisconsin. Shalom, shalom. Wa ba ba. Shalom.